What's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome to Scenarios. This is where we look at things in the NFL that are never going to happen, but we're just kind of wondering what if. And be sure to like this video, guys, because next episode we are actually going to take a look at Johnny Football and what would happen if he actually took football seriously and wasn't out partying all the time. So be sure to like this video for that video. This episode we actually got a very interesting scenario, and that is Cam Newton and Peyton Manning, both of the quarterbacks inside the Super Bowl, and what would happen if they switch teams. You know, in my mind, Cam Newton is no doubt the MVP of this season. I mean, just the things he's done with that team, like going into the season, and nobody expected the Panthers, unless maybe you're a Panthers fan, nobody expected them to go to the Super Bowl. And looking at the depth chart right here, we actually got Peyton Manning on this team right here, so that's why it looks like that. And Peyton should not be a 9-2 overall. I probably don't have the most updated rosters, but hey, maybe he'll play like a 92 in the Super Bowl. If you're watching this after the Super Bowl, maybe he played like a, I don't know, like a 60. But looking at the wide receivers here that Cam Newton's been working with, like, damn, like Kelvin Benjamin, this dude's out for the season. This dude hasn't even played. And you look after that, oh my life, like, oh my God. How'd you do it, man? How'd you do? You got my boy Devin Funchess out there. I mean, he's a very good, he's a very good wide receiver at Michigan, go blue. But man, I mean, I don't know how he is inside the pros. Ted Ginn Jr. I mean, the dude's name is Ginn because he's always drunk on the damn football field. That's why he's always dropping passes. But in all due respect, he's actually played pretty well. To be honest, he's definitely capable of making big plays out there. Jerako Cotchery, he's fine too. Corey Brown, I know they got Greg Olsen too, who's actually been a very good tight end this season. So good there. Then Jonathan Stewart, for the most part, has been able to stay healthy. He's been a pretty good running back. And you look at the Broncos side, this team is no doubt led by their defense. And the problem is not that their offense is bad. It's just that Peyton Manning doesn't always make the throws that he used to be able to, just 1-2 seasons ago. But you got a guy like Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders out there. Even Owen Daniels has been a pretty solid tight end for them in the postseason here. Caught 2 touchdown passes, which actually saved my butt in fantasy football. Dude, by the way, guys, I'm freaking amazing at fantasy football. Okay, I've played so much fantasy football lately, and man, I won my league this year. Man, I'm winning the playoffs right now. I've won like 3 out of my last 4 years. I've been doing really good at fantasy football. So y'all ever need any advice, you just come talk to me, and I'll lead you to victory. But let's go ahead and get the scenario underway here. What we're going to do is we are just simply going to super sim this game. It is only 6-minute quarters. But the reason I do that is because 12-minute, you just get ridiculous stat lines, and it's really unrealistic. So this actually keeps it somewhat more realistic, even though it's less time on the clock. So let's go ahead, super sim this, fast forward the game, see what kind of numbers are put up. Let's make a prediction real quick. Make a prediction in the comment section below before this starts here. Okay, so this is pretty much a matchup, a Super Bowl matchup. It is that I couldn't really do the Super Bowl place, so I just, I gave Panthers home field advantage, I guess. But man, who's gonna win this game? I'm expecting, Cam Newton on the Denver Broncos with that wide receiver core and that defense, the way he's been playing. Like, I'm expecting the Denver Broncos to blow out the Carolina Panthers here with Peyton Manning on the Panthers, of course. So their defense is still really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, Luke Kuechly, oh my God, that dude's a beast too. And it just comes down to wide receivers, and Peyton Manning hasn't been able to do so much with the wide receivers he had on Denver. I can't imagine being able to do much with these guys out there. And he's definitely not going to win, running around either like Cam Newton can do. So let's go ahead, simulate to the end of the game. See how this team looks. See how this defense does. 7-0. Oh, okay, Carolina's blowing them out, man. Damn, Peyton Manning doing work out there, it looks like. Okay, 14-7 now. It's 14-7, so a little bit more closer now. Actually, wow. Damn, they're actually killing them. Maybe the wide receivers are good. Maybe man just don't know nothing. Wow, they actually beat them 28-10. So according to this, if Cam Newton was on the Denver Broncos, wow, maybe it's just something wrong with their offensive line or something like that. I don't really know. And Peyton Manning must have did work though. Let's go ahead and end the sim right here. That damn coach is geeked up right there. He's like, damn, give me Peyton Manning. So like I said, the fact that we don't have the most updated rosters definitely gonna play a factor. But I wanted to keep it consistent. I really didn't want to deal with all that. So. Oh damn, that dude has 16 tackles out there. Damn, he was getting to the damn quarterback or something. Wide receivers, I don't know what. But definitely very interesting. Let's look at these stats right here real quick. Passing yards. Okay, so wow, the passing yards on the Panthers there was not all that great. Okay, it was the rushing yards that did 179 rushing yards. So let's go ahead and check out these stats here real quick. Check out team stats. Now we want to look at the player stats. Here we go. So looking at the quarterback matchup right here, I mean, both quarterbacks, QB rating not all that great. Cam Newton only 52 QB rating, that's not good at all. He did have more passing yards, so, and I want to look at the rushing yards. Man, I guess I'm not going to show on here. Cam Newton, 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and 1 for 1 for Peyton Manning, which is actually a bit realistic. That's actually the kind of numbers that he puts up. So it comes down to a matter that Cam Newton just kind of choked out there in this game. So let's go ahead and I just want to look at the running game real quick here. Okay, so looking at the running game, where's it at? Yards. Let's just do a separate right here. Let's do the Panthers first. I mean, they had a lot of different guys rush for just like 40, 60, 70 yards right here. So nothing too crazy. Peyton Manning even got himself 9 yards. You know, it took him 3 attempts, but he did it. He didn't get no negative yards at least. So they were really just running all over him, to be honest. That's really what it comes down to. Halfback. Yeah, it was all the running backs were doing good. I'll look at the Broncos right here. Let's see what Cam Newton did. I mean, he was only he only had 25 rushing yards, which is definitely not a characteristic of him. So I don't really know. I mean, it just kind of shows. It kind of goes to show that, you know, a player, when it fits into the scheme of a team, it's definitely going to help them perform better. You know, Cam Newton is the perfect quarterback for the Carolina Panthers in their scheme. You switch him and put him on the Broncos, you know, game set and kind of how they run things, then according to this, it's not going to work out in his favor. I mean, the Broncos playbook is not written up to optimize and get max performance from Cam Newton. So that kind of shows right here. You know, Peyton Manning's just such a smart player that he can kind of do it all. Not to be a homer or anything like that. I mean, I love Peyton Manning. I really love what Cam Newton brings to the game of football. But at the end of the day, you know, the veteran leadership of Peyton Manning adjusted better to the Carolina Panthers playbook. And also, in the end of the day, none of it really matters because it is just a scenario, and these guys are never ever going to play on those other teams anyway. But it's just kind of interesting to look at, kind of see how they would perform. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the Madden scenarios. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, any Madden scenarios that you guys want to see, let me know because I will do them all. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.